Alright, so hopefully this works. Let me know if you can hear me properly. Hi Paolo, hi AJ, hi Anastasia, hi guys. I know I might end up needing a couple of more things that I'll have to get up and grab. But yeah. Just gonna wait a little bit for people to come in. I have my stuff here. Grab a couple of more of these. These being toothpicks and various swabs. 23, hello. Oh yeah, an ad. Skippo. Be right back eating dinner. I hope that's good. Good dinner. I think the only thing I'm really missing is perhaps some sticky labels and a pen to write on them. I'll try to find something quickly. Everything's a bit of a Jenga pile, but on this. Everyone. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Meryl! Alright, labels. Pens. I have Sharpies, though. Sharpies are not super fun to write on those because they tend to feather and bleed. Keep this one handy. Sassy! Hello, hello everyone. Hi Pumpkin. Hi guys. You didn't miss anything. I'm just, you know, trying to get everything out that I'll need. I also have a bunch of various charts. So I have my own like colors. I don't have like everything from Winsor & Newton, but I also have swatches of some discontinued colors, so that might come in handy. I have that card, so to be able to reference colors. I have a vintage chart from Cutman that has you know, colors that Cutman no longer has. They had a cobalt violet at some point, like genuine. And cerulean blue and cobalt blue. And what else is there? Genuine Viridian. Too bad that this doesn't have any kind of pigment info. What a shame. Anyway, and then I also have a vintage pamphlet from the professional range. This is going to be fun. Man, I hope so. And this one is pretty interesting too, because it's a pamphlet they made when they kind of retired some colors and discontinued some of them. So it's not ideal because I would have technically wanted to have the whole thing, but there's still like a like they still have Theo Indigo Violet on there. And I don't think they still have Purple Matter. Like they still have a few colors in here that they don't have anymore, so it might be useful to reference. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I still have Gambo Genuine here. Anyway, so that's that. Hi, Lisbeth! AJ. What are the pigments in Purple Matter? Hold on. I was about to say this is Winsor Newton, so they don't tell us, but I have a very handy-dandy color chart with pigment info, which is rare. Let me find it. Purple Matter. PR 122 and PR 171. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen a paint with PR 171 before. Interesting. Their transparent yellow used to be made with PY 97 instead of PY 150. I'm looking at this stuff. Yeah, it was still the genuine quinacridone gold way back then. Oh man, I wish I had Theo Violet and Purple Matter. Of course, my favorite colors always get discount. Ooh, alizarin. Alright. PY 150 is love, the best yellow ever. So I have this for swatching. I don't really know where to start. These, I'm pretty sure they're like the student... Like, not even Cutman. Yeah, straight old, like, student range. It came with a vintage palette. And I've been trying to make them not look ugly. And it's a bit difficult, to be honest, because they were pretty old and roughed up. But, yeah, I'm not gonna do much with these today, I think. It's gonna be mostly, like, this stuff, and then these that I have zero idea what they are. And I think a good place to start would be to get these out and to put some water in there, because they look so thirsty. Check these guys out. Water! We'll just take these out. These are all sorts of various vintage Winsor & Newton. We'll be able to see, like, once I start getting into each one of them with what's written on them, the material of the pan. I have some ceramic in here, I have plastic. Hard to believe that they used to make all those pans, all of them, like ceramic. Even the square ones that were for the kids stuff. Like I have a kids here a kid's palette here. And those are square ceramic pans, like, yeah. So I'll go put this away before I make a mess. So give me a second. All good, all good. Thirsty, don't cover it. Those look positively parched, dehydrated. Seriously, they're so dry. I'm not even sure like the crumbs that are in the pans are in the right pans. I might need a set of tweezers too. I have water containers, brushes, I have these jars of water and alcohol in case I need something to clean them a bit better. But I think starting from such dry pans, okay, so the first thing I will do, I think, is going to be give water to these, like these sort of normal looking ones. I'm gonna need a lot of space here, so let's try to be I will also perhaps get these out right away. Might need them as reference or something. Weren't sure the crabs were even I mean, to some extent I'm not sure they are. I got this, like, the vintage stuff is second, third, 10 hands down. They made all this with ceramic before they could with plastic, or what do you mean? Yeah, the pans themselves, like the you know, the container here, this one is ceramic. This is a plastic one, back when they apparently made them the wall much thicker, but this is ceramic. It's a little glazed ceramic pan. Okay. I have distilled water here, so that's what I'm gonna try to add into these. I also have a few vintage tubes that I haven't taken out right now, but they're just like next to me. So if I need those, if for some reason we manage to, you know, do all this super quickly. It's just water. Okay, if I make a mess. Man, I have, some people could say, skill issues right now. Okay, yay, survived. Okay. Oh, dang it. Yeah, the palette must have been heavy, and it must have been so sad to drop paint. Gosh. The once that I try to like get stuff prepared and good to go, it's my brain that's sort of lagging behind. And like struggling to keep up. So I'm looking for any of my actually really cheap tweezers. Give me a second. Cheapo tweezers acquired. Depends on the left. Hi, Lyra. Oh, dude, sassy. Oh no. Okay. Okay, I'll try to group them in sort of color families, maybe. Just so it's a little bit... Yeah, it was pretty bad. He was covered, the cabinets were dripping. Oh, ew. Oh. The creamer. What kind of creamer was it? If you say sticky, it must have been a sweetened one. It's not plain creamer, it's the sweet cream flavored. Oh. No. Yeah. So blues in here. That the red really wants to go on my fingers. I love how some of them are a bit too dark to tell what they are. Mystery color. Browns. Brown, green, blue, mystery. I think that's a blue. That is. Okay, so that's a little bit organized, maybe. Okay, so I will use this. Uses that Italian sweet cream one from International Coffee Mate or whatever. Dude, the Oh, Liddy, hi! The pumpkin spice creamer is out, guys. Okay, so I kept the camera on autofocus so that you might be able to see a bit what the pans look like if I get somewhat close. I hope so. But these are basically just ceramic, and there's W ampersand N stamped in the bottom of them. These two are like that. This one, as you can tell, it's cracked. So that's sort of the downfall of ceramic pans. Hey, welcome back, Paulo. Pumpkin spice is out. That is all. Pumpkin spice. Where did you get these paints? It's a hodgepodge. I've collected these for a while, but they mostly came with some vintage palettes over the years. I'm trying to think about what to do. Should I just dunk these in the water to get them sorted out? Try with this one. Hope to get some old ceramic pans someday. There's something so appealing about them. Yeah, definitely. It's just a bit like I have a few, and I feel weird putting them in the snapping sets, you know, the tins we have nowadays, because of the way they would squish them, and these kind of feel like delicate, and it feels weird. This kind of stuff always makes me feel like that character in Toy Story, the guy that restores the toys. Definitely some sort of like alizarin crimson kind of color here. Hi, Tara. Have you guys ever had pumpkin bread? Is there anything? Is it like banana bread but pumpkin? Oh, they are ceramic. Yeah, but I have some that are plastic too. So these are a little bit less old. Perhaps 50, 75 years ago, maybe. Oh, ew! This has hair on it. Gross. I'll plop these back in there and give them a bit of water. And once it has softened up a little bit, then we'll be able to truly swatch it and see what color it could be. Oh yeah, hello! It's not like sandwich type bread, it's some quick bread, like banana bread, and I eat it with a ton of butter. I basically take my banana bread recipe, and instead of the pureed banana, I put canned pumpkin. It's a little bit less sweet because pumpkin is not sweetened, but it's delicious. Pumpkin ice cream was not so great. Oh no, how come? Cheesecake. Oh, you guys can keep all the cheesecake. Came up with that idea, honestly. Are we discussing the amazing goodness of pumpkin baked goods? Yes. I'm gonna mute the microphone for a sip of my drink, so be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, I'll dunk this one too. Give it a little bath. Sometimes when I have really old dry pans, like the kids one that I had earlier, the square one from a kid set, those I dunked in water for like a couple of seconds completely. So, and I think I gave them a little bit of a brushing with a toothbrush. Ev, so I'm sorry to disappoint you, but tiramisu is basically cheesecake. But it is not made with cream cheese, so it doesn't have that tartness. It's made with mascarpone, which is different. Besides, I cannot have any right now, so. Oh, I know an ad that's gonna get skipped real soon. There you go. Cannot do banana anything. Instant gag reflex, more for everyone else. But you could try subbing the banana puree for uh, pumpkin puree if you like pumpkin. I have the cheapo brushes too, so that I can... Ooh. Is Palo back? We need Palo around here. This is kind of an orangey color. With some extra crumbs in there. Palo, check this out. This could be an orange kind of color. I have no idea what it is. Looks good though. There's some like weird bits stuck in the very old paint. That I miss about my time in the US, flavored olive oil. But you can make it yourself though, if you have the oil. He has been Maui, like eating them up. That's possible. I'm trying to remove the weird crystallized gray bits in here. And that's the one that was completely stuck to the vintage palette, so it has a bunch of old gross enamel stuck to the bottom. Rose dorée, that could definitely be. Was it a different recipe at some point, rose dorée, or was it always I'm putting the whole blobs in the water for now. Briefly. Could be. Yeah, it could be. It's cleaned up. Oh, it's the same. I think there's a bit of the ceramic that's stuck in the paint cake. But you can kind of see the rich reddish orange color, can't you? That's nice. Wanna bet that it's just a quote-unquote boring cadmium red color. Womp womp. Just had a visual of the raccoon washing his cotton candy in water and then shocked. Is that an actual video? I think it's the same. I don't have here with me the pigments for the new one. Okay, cool. When I have a vintage paints tend to get more brownish or pale than the original color. Sometimes, yes, it really depends on the pigment. I feel like the cadmium colors have been around for so long that they don't really look much different. Okay, let's try this one. I mean, this is definitely a bit like an alizarin crimson, isn't it? Or like a madder color. Mr. Newton also had a cadmium sky. Oh, that could be. Because it is really like orangish, isn't it? It's not like red, red, very red. I love it when I make sense like that. Let's say alizarin crimson too. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'll just blot out some of the extra water. I will drop the dry bits in the water and I will try to find a spot for this. Top my head. Okay, let's try some other colors. Cadmium Carlet seems plausible. The orangish one is pretty lovely. It is. Original owner is likely dead as well, but really needs a talking to for their negligence in paint labeling. I think for this we need to talk to the company itself, because the ceramic pans, like, how are you supposed to label that? So I want to try sorting out the crumbs from a couple of pans here. So I have this one. This one kind of looks like someone had written something in the back in blue. Can you guys see it? I don't know if it's visible at all. I try. Can I? Okay, I'll just dunk it as well. This crumb here, that is definitely not the same as the other crumbs. I have this one that is quite crumbly. So kind of gross. Most of these are kind of gross and shoddy, but what can you do? Also, they often travel kind of not very well, so you end up with shards of dry paint everywhere. This one, I mean, it kind of looks like glass, almost. I have no idea what this color is. A really tiny chisel. Often the ceramic pans came in wooden boxes which had labels for each. Oh, the orange doesn't look like rose cartham. Which would? Oh, that's true. I have. Hold on. I have this one here. That is ceramic and that still has like a label on it, but can you guys see it? It is kind of really cool, actually. From what is visible of the text, it's probably like a cadmium color with this kind of orange or something. But that's kind of cool. It's the only one I have that's like that. Their PR83 Colin one was called Rose Mather Alizarin. What's missing in there? Rose Mather Alizarin. Come on, go away, you stupid ad. I don't care about your AI nonsense. Frankenpan of the crumbs. Very hard to say. I mean, what I can see, it almost looks like CAI. I can't really, you know, it cuts off just after the part that would become the D. So I don't know. I feel like it's more of a D than an R. I don't know if that's visible in any kind of way. It's very, okay, how's this? Oh, yuck. Oh, when a vintage pan has like a skin, you guys know skins and pans. Oh, ew. It's mostly like old dust combined with binder. Like it's nothing actually gross, but it's just the look and the texture of it is always off-putting. But that's definitely some sort of brown color. Carmine. I don't think it's a carmine because it's really orange. It's like orange, orange, orange. Cadmium has a more metallic taste. Do you want to try it? Hippopotamus bush? Gosh, what's this color? It is poop from a butt. Does it have a number? Hold on, give me a moment. I'll check. Okay, not too bad for paint that is technically poop from a butt. Okay, does it have a number anyway? So the only thing I'm seeing on it, hold on, is, you know, WI and the first bar of the N for Windsor, probably. Then there's an L and a rounded bit of a letter, so maybe an O. Then there's a teeny tiny bit of something. Then there's the, in bold letter, the CA and half of the letter. And then at the bottom, you have two other C's. So that's probably the translations that all start with C as well. On the other side, I have the ON of Newton. There's a D with a period and then a comma, so that's maybe like the limited trademark. And I can't find any number on it. I prefer cobalt flavor. For sure it is a cat. Okay, cool. I will soak you next. I kind of want to look under it, but if I tip it. Gosh, why is it being a... Is this removable? Nah, it's really stuck in there. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is... They're relentless. Not finding any other color starting with CA on the reds. It's gotta be like some sort of cadmium orange or something. So this color, I have no idea what it's supposed to be because it... Like the exterior is completely oxidized. I think it's the same crumbs as this. And as you can see, like on the inside it looks gray, but then the outside looks vitrified and really dark. So what I think I'll do is I might just put a bit of water on these. Should I put the water, like put these on paper towel and then put water, or on the paper? Straight up. Do you guys have thoughts on the matter? I don't know. I'm certainly gonna try though. Resuscitate all the crumbs. I would probably put them in an empty pan. But I don't necessarily want them all together. If I need to sort them out... Okay, Okay, I'm thinking. Are those... I mean, it doesn't say. All it says at the bottom is W ampersand N. So I'm thinking that they're the professional range, because from experience, the Cutman or the Reeves student sets would say something like Scholastic. Oh, I did the thing that I didn't want to do. I sent crumbs all over. Okay, chill. put my finger in the paint! I'm covered in dry paint! Oh, crumbly crumbs. Yuck! Picking up the crumbs of my life. Okay, give me a sec. I'll have to check on the floor. Auntie Patience! Hello! I need a flashlight for this. Crumb. Something. Okay, so I don't think I sent too many to the floor. At least it's paint and not actual poop from it, but I need to not laugh on the crumbs that much because I'm gonna, do a repeat. I think I might have found most of them. Yeah, okay, saved it somewhat. Dude, if I do this again, I give up. Okay. Ellen, hello! Good tip about the gum arabic. Okay, okay, okay. All right. I was holding my breath. Hey, Curious, hello! Did anyone else come in when I was panicking over spilt crumbs? Oh, I think that's another brown. Hard to say, Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. I needed raw umber and was short on cash and didn't want to buy another tube. This was when I was just picking up watercolor to use an acrylic. I had some. That's really cool. Dude, there's so many browns in here. Okay, so that's definitely some sort of sepia, like raw umber kind of color. What do you guys think? It's not super well re-wet, but so I think that's the same color. Oh, it's a bit more green. I wonder what's the gray layer on top of it though. Because the rest of it re-wets nicely. Just this weird crumbly or weird dry gray layer on top. That's oh, why is it, you know, being such a butt? No, I don't think that's sap green. Unless I'm mistaken, usually sap green is a bit more vibrant, isn't it? Let's put the big chunks straight in the water like this. So. It could be a mix with PG-23, yes. Paolo might be able to tell us if sap green used, like, what if there ever was a different composition for it that could explain this particular hue. Paolo has access to a really cool book that has a lot of older, like, paint formulas in it. I could try and dig out my swatch charts. Newton, I have a ridiculous amount of colors because I was flagrantly using my staff discount at the store. Looks like the aftermath of gallstone surgery. A little bit. Some seem to reactivate with a really interesting color in here. But it could just be in the water. They look more yellow. This one looks like the greenish brown color. This one too. And this one as well. I think so far the best way to work with the crumbs is to put them in water. Check this out. Some of them bleeded out like the warmish brown color, and some were like the green color, so I can kind of tell them apart this way, I think. Sap green was made with PG-12 and, well, those two. I don't think I've ever seen them. Oh, wow. That's very green. Oh, okay. I have no idea what that color is. I feel like it's kind of too green to be a raw umber. Get in there. Get in the... Okay. Oh yeah, that could be a color that has had some shift over time, but it's not weak. That's kind of the part that trips me. It is really quite vibrant once it's like properly rehydrated. Oh, that's definitely not the same. Brown. It's the green. Olive green was made with PG7 and PY 42. 43, what? This is one of those colors that is either gross or really nice or and useful depending on the context. Yeah. A watercolor is hello. Naphthol green. Oh, I've never heard of that one. Of course, since I'm kind of, doing the best I can, I'll probably end up with some imperfect pans that have a bit of a mix of crumbs in there, but, let's kind of just make it more interesting. Oh my god, get off. Okay, so... Ah. I must check that out later. Okay. Mystery paints are fun. I like getting those paint drag. Paint drag? Guys, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. If I ever had Ev's phone number, this is what I'd set a ringtone to. The waiting screen music. This is maybe some sort of weird, like the most boring option would be some sort of yellow ochre. The most sort of interesting option would be a reelin that has like faded a bit over time. Yeah, the slow jam. Or just some cat meowing. Yeah, that too. Doesn't smell like much of anything. Just listening rather than interacting right now, having it somewhat frustrating. Oh no. Why is it frustrating? I mean, you're not interacting, so you don't have to reply, that's fine, but I hope you find the tubes you're looking for soon. No labels, no nothing. I'll put these two similarly colored crumbs in the water, see what they reveal. It is me, the watercolor fortune teller. Don't know if this wants to re-wet at all. It is very dry. Okay, so I have two of them that are more empty than full and that have no idea what goes in there. I have a bunch of crumbs here. Another hypothesis, chrome yellow PY 34, which darkens when exposed to... Ooh, that could be! Like, how dark would it become? I just got a newsletter from Fumui and I got momentarily excited because they are selling a Rockwell plus Balhong plus Fumui collab set. And the brushes and paper are good, but the set of primaries they picked are PR4, PY. Ew, no. I made an SD cut on a finger today. Oh no, so I'm typing with a large but oh no! I mean, no worries about it. I hope your finger is okay. Ooh, that's a bit gross. I'm trying to remove the paint that's stuck in the corners, get it all a bit more in the middle, and then I add water, and then it sort of reconstitutes and kind of makes for a better pan than having all the colors stuck in the corner. But there's this yucky gray bit to it that I'll try to clean up somehow. Interesting color regardless of the icky bits. I have to go have fun. Thank you so much for stopping by, ladies. I hope you have a good weekend. Or Lydie, because it is Lydie's jardin, garden. I mean, the hues aren't bad, but this is a set of colors you can really only use in a sketchbook, and yeah, you can't really make anything quote unquote serious with it, basically. I'll combine these weird lumps with this one here, because I think they're kind of very similar. Come on. Okay. Progress. This will be ooh, gamboge. I wish there was a way to test it. I'll make swatches shortly, just letting it soak up the water for a bit. It's this one here that I just like put the bits underwater. This one just back here. I can't believe I dropped all the crumbs earlier. Good job, me. Well, gamboge kills insects. Whoa. I mean, you could. That's definitely an option. Maybe not for me here, but I don't want those. This is what but that's the fun of it. It's like a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Okay, I'm gonna swatch it. You guys are making me a bit too curious about it. This is heavily diluted though. And it's not going to be the cleanest color because there's a lot of residue and oxidation and crumbs and hairs and, you know, all that lovely stuff. Ooh, Van Dyke Brown. Yeah, that's true, especially if it's the NBR, like the natural brown one. I feel okay, this is a like it's a tinted swatch in a way, but I don't feel like it's acidic. It's not gray enough and it's not like acid yellow enough to be real in my opinion. I know the one under the light blue, phthalocyanine green. No, it's not. It's probably phthalocyanine blue actually. This one here. Maybe it doesn't show well on camera, but it's definitely a phthalo blue kind of color. Ads. Oh, blue. Yeah. All right, time to dunk another one in there, I guess. What the fudge is that? Not even sure if it goes in with this one. Ooh, that's gonna be a blue. Okay. Unexpected. My brain is never going to not think a real-in is a shade of pink. Oh, these are absolutely pre 2013. They have ceramic pans. They're it said on the listing when they were from. They're old. Just like us. And their good old yellow ochre, now that I'm seeing a swatch, is oddly transparent. I mean, I have their yellow ochre here, so we could easily do. That's a more recent one, but it is still like yellow ochre, so I could. Like, I don't think it's quite the same. We're not old, we're vintage. We're very vintage. Let's grab that blue one. I feel like I'm cooking. Ah. So I like to clean the edges first because that's where they get the most like crumbs and contamination from the other colors. So if I can sort of, it looks like an indigo of some sort. Oh, which one of you committed crimes? PB24. Oh, raw sienna. Oh, yeah. Pretty sure this is an indigo of some sort. Can you guys see the swatch I did? It's not very PB27 looking like. Pretty sure I have a Prussian blue somewhere in here. Though I have this issue. Okay, check this out. This is a pan of Prussian blue from Winsor & Newton, and it doesn't re-wet. And I've always had this issue with their stupid pans of Prussian blue. I think it's indigo, personally. Or perhaps a Payne's Grey, a very blue Payne's Grey. Noise violation from the baseball tournament. Jeeves? Jeeves is gonna be replaced by AI, you know it. Sadly. I don't think PB60 was a thing when in the time of ceramic pans. What's this? Here. Ooh, it looks rough. I think it's another poop from a butt kind of pan. With my favorite thing in the world, paint skin. Ugh. Ah. These are reconstituting much better than I would have thought, to be honest. Like, check the strength of this thing. Okay, it's another brown, but it's a strong brown. Like, that's for an ancient pan that hasn't been used in decades. I'm not necessarily mad at it, to be honest. It had this very interesting cyanine blue made with PP28 and oh, interesting. So cobalt and Prussian blue. Could be neutral tint if they had neutral tint back then. If you guys want to give me a moment, I can check what they say, what years they say this set was from. Ask Google when ceramic pans stopped being used for paints. Looks to be around the 50s when plastic became the hot material for everything. Which makes sense, but I wanted to ask Jeeves too. Aw. In the time of ceramic pans. Ceramic pans are what our forefathers pooped in. According to these colors, yeah, obviously. Ah, crumbly one. You know, this one is so crumbly, I wonder if it doesn't belong in this one here. Oh shoot, I rid of... Poop! Is it still here? The reddish crumb. Oop, I got rid of the reddish crumb before remembering that it was on there. I think we lost it, guys. I think that's gone forever. Okay. What next? Gonna dunk some more. This one has a piece of the orange, which won't do. This one I have no idea what color it's supposed to be. It is like the most corroded gray kind of color. Oh my gosh, another ad. I wouldn't mind it as much if the ads were not like stupid. They're so stupid. Yeah, this is basically just so dry. It's just crumbs. I think I'll put the crumbs with this one here. And a generous bit of distilled water. If I can get this in here the way I want it to. Okay. Oh, concrete. The thing is I wonder if when I'm gonna Dunkin' Donuts, dunk it in the water, if it's just gonna prove to be the top layer that's gray, and it has another color underneath, like a viridian or something. think I'm gonna dump all of these in the new water. There you go. You are a little yellow crumb, you go in here, and you are a little green crumb, and you go in here. Okay, let me check. Some websites, I would really like to kick them in the ass. Doo-doo. Well, I can't access the item's description anymore. This is poop. Get to me. Ah, thank you. Good grief. It says Victorian era. Now, I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if the paints are from the same era. I think whoever owned this color wrote what it was underneath, but with time it has faded. I really doubt that the paints are. It looks like the same green as before. And it had the same kind of corroded look to it. But that... like it comes back with a bit of water. It's possible that there's like more than a pan of a single color. Whoops. I lost my paint cake. I lost my paint cake. Antique paint boxes featuring their ceramic half-band stamp W and N London or W and N England, typically traced back to the Victorian. But there's just they're just stamped with W and N. There's no London or England on the stamp. I don't know if that's part of it. I really wish they would like make a book with their, you know, archive stuff. It would be so helpful for dating like their supplies because they've been around for so long. And it's like I just don't know, like there's not a lot of references to rely on for the older stuff. Sometimes like people will find a like a newspaper pamphlet and will share it online, but it's all like um bits and bobs here and there. Like there's no aggregate of it all, which would be really cool. Another Lubby brown paint, this one probably. I will call this one merely Blubby Brown. This is so bad, I'm sorry. Stupid. Oh, apologies. I don't think they take good care of their archives. Oh man. But still. Or I mean, it would be great if Schminke did that too. Any brand that's old enough to actually have an archive, you know. Original handbooks are surface enhanced Raman scattering and Raman spectral database of dyes. Ooh. Whoa. Man, this one is grody. That looks like a kind of Russian or umber kind of color, doesn't it? They have pictures. Ooh. Is it just the surface of it that's like that? No, it's the full thing. Okay. Nice. Right. Davis Gray was originally developed by Winsor Newton, or an 18th century English drawing master. Using it. Just the other one. You guys are saying the same thing, though, aren't you? Like, the dude was using it, so Winsor Newton made a special mix for the guy to use. A bit like, you know, we still have nowadays with James Gray. Of course. Ooh. Lots of color at the bottom of this one. Can you guys see it? The top is kind of oxidized and grayed out. Well, dark actually, but the bottom is nice and smooth. I thought Davis Gray's was just PBK 19. It really depends on the company. Oh, this is one of the few pans that have a label. It's also the pan that's empty. This was brown madder. Maybe the red crumb that I had but lost was part of it. They came with a vintage palette. Palette itself is gonna need to be completely like refinished, but hey, you know what? Whatever bits are left of the brown matter are still kind of usable. Try to keep those. Yeah, I got a micron of a crumb, like you say. This one says Robertson, London. There's supposed to be a couple that say Robertson, London, but I kind of missed them. Maybe they're the ones in the water right now. Ah! At least the gunk didn't fall into another color. If you can't find them, if I can find what? Sorry, I think I missed something. Jean-Mademoiselle Scout, le prout. This one needs a bit of a cleanup. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Scout le prout? Salut, mademoiselle! Tu voudrais être à la télé, hein? He wants to be on stream, but this is a bit hardcore to do right now, baby girl. Oh, I'm sorry, my baby. He really wants to come on, guys. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Curious. Yeah, Kitty wants a to make her appearance, but yeah, she'll have to settle for her dad. This is a slightly too hardcore of a mess to be able to quickly set it for the cat. Might have to leave too. I mean, it's near the end, so that's completely fine. Yeah, she didn't choose the right moment for this. I mean, does she ever? But I didn't expect it to be this reddish, but I don't know if that's from contamination from another color or if it's the color of this paint. It's a bit hard to re-read, but it's quite nice. No label, of course. Oh, I think this one is going to be pretty obvious. It could be PR 101, definitely. This one is a bluish black, so lamp black. Really nice though. Perhaps the paint is grey. Really good, really easy to reconstitute. This is one of those that say Robertson London though. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up. You can't find them. I might be able to send them to you. Oh, where did you find all these paints? Okay. Oh, okay. Might have left that crumb a bit too long in the water. That could be a sepia or... Yeah, I think that's a sepia. What do you guys think? Also a Robertson London pan. Recall correctly, vintage Winsor & Newton lamp black has crazy flow. Red dark burnt umber. Yeah, that's possible. You're right. You're right. I only have this one that's not. I'm always a bit surprised that most of the vintage pans that I've gotten over the years, uh, there's hardly ever any kind of sort of exciting color, even with the consideration that like these are vintage pans. Like I don't get like the... I don't find someone using like rose cartham or something. Like it's always a bunch of browns, ultramarine, black, you know, the cadmiums. Yeah, this one is very hard to... bit of a brick. Or I mean, the brown matter would have been amazing, but it's the empty pan. Robertson is in the same company that makes those insanely expensive. Possibly. You think? You think they would be the same? I hadn't connected the two, but it's possible. I didn't know they made paints. Maybe they make just the empty pans. Oh, that looks like a possibly like a cadmium yellow one. It's kind of grody as well, but I'll try to clean it up a bit. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe they were the pan suppliers for... Oh. But they would also make their own pans for themselves, for their fancy palettes. I was under the impression that their palettes... Do you put pans in a Robertson palette? Licensed reseller. Oh. It's not easy. The only represent palettes I've seen are the ones, yeah, same. I've only seen the ones where people would put this one. I feel is kind of a possibly like a cadmium yellow kind of color. And these are the cheapest toothpicks I've ever seen. They break so easily. It's very difficult to get a clean swatch of this one. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a Robertson palette. The only person I've seen like sort of emblem one is Jared Cullum, but it's also because he made his own based on the Robertson palettes, and it was really cool video. But in terms of like that could be a real-in or a transparent yellow of some sort. I don't know. Well, that was something. This one has crazy granulation. Check this out. Can you guys see it? Looks really wild. Wonder. What is this one? You know what? I'm just gonna plop it, this blob and the brown matter one, and it's gonna be a Frankenstein color, and well, too bad. It paints for like Queen Victoria. Wow. All right. I always have these two. I have no idea what these are, except very dry. I might just plop these in one of my empty pans and call it a day. Because, here, let's put them in this one. There, that's going to be my Franken color. So I will just remove this. And I think I will just, before I end the stream, so you don't end up having the most disappointing stream in the history of streams, I might, you know, swatch a couple of the other ones that I have that look a bit more decent. They're pretty, but the cost puts it out of my range, and honestly, I think I wouldn't find them all that practical for... Yeah, same. Are they... Do they like make them more for oil? 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 Oil paint or something? Like, am I missing something here? Okay, check this out. This one is a ceramic pan and it has a label that says cobalt blue. We love it. This is a plastic pan. This is another ceramic pan that says indigo under it. Thank you. This one says WNN England and it's probably going to be some ultramarine blue from the look of it. This one, possibly French ultramarine if that was a thing. Plastic pan. This is the orange with the weird label. Plastic. I'm trying to find the ones that have a ceramic pan so that we can, you know, have these. No label. This one here. Have one here. Plastic, ceramic. I don't know who wrote cobalt blue on that other one, but they're a real one. I don't know if they made ceramic full pans as well. I don't think I've ever seen one. Bunch of plastic pans. Okay, so I have a few here. Okay, let's start with the one that has the wrapper stuck to it. It rewets so easily. That's bonkers. Like the most beautiful orange. This is one of those times we love labels. I had this issue with the lot I bought a year and a bit ago. I had some real treasures in the lot, and then I donated the rest of the high school where I work. But my goodness, trying to figure out the random pans was a definite job. Is that the lot that you had shown me? Was a really cool one. That's insanely bright red. It's a borderline neon red, really. Maybe that's what Cartham is supposed to look like. Doesn't smell like I have a friend who gave me her rose Cartham gouache, and it smells like cinnamon. It's pretty cool. It smells like yeah, the little Valentine's Day candies. Why does this lady look like broccoli? This one is definitely some sort of alizarin kind of color, but there's a big blorbo of green in there. Oh yeah, I grabbed them all over. Absolutely. Can I remove the green blorbo? There you go. Whoops. Apologies, but I think the universe is trying to tell me something. Swear to gosh. I have to make sure there is not any kind of bright reddish purple pink color on the floor. Okay, let's do some of these blues. That's the cobalt blue with the label. It's very pretty. Drooling over here. Spider. Oh. No, 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 it's a Blurbo. A 12-hour swatchathon. Man, can you imagine you do like a fundraiser and you swatch all the paints that you have for 12 hours? I would kind of feel bad doing a swatchathon because, I mean, I know that it's a community that's not rolling in money, so I wouldn't want anyone to feel pressured into it, into like feeling like they have to donate or something. I think there are like shards of ceramic pans in this color. It's definitely a shard of a ceramic pan. So the blues I think are cobalt blue, a ultramarine blue, and a French ultramarine blue. That would be my educated guess. It's these three, and I have check this out, the Gleam Blorbo reactivated. Kinda embarrassed to admit that the amount of paint I've accumulated over the years would take longer than that, but in my defense, it was the buyer. Yeah, I mean, I say 12 hours, but I don't know if that would be enough. Yeah, no one is judging, that's true. That was one of the... Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. But that's definitely a kind of yellow ochre or rust, you know? Is that another piece of ceramic pan? Oops. Ah, there we go. Prussian bleu. That's definitely Prussian blue. I don't have that excuse, Ellen, but also an embarrassingly large collection. Dude, me too. My excuse is I make videos about this stuff. Oh, beautiful burnt sienna. Oh, there's one left. Probably gonna be some sort of burnt umber or something. Alright, so that's a bit more, less frustrating colors, possibly. They're also in ceramic pans. These are not, have Windsor and New W&N London. A different kind of W&N London. This one says indigo. That's not indigo at all. You're tripping. W&N London. W&N London. W&N England. So it's interesting because some with the same stamp underneath look very different. Then again, London. Who knows? Ooh, that orange is not kidding. But I'm still buying more. It's just the way. Here we have, oh, I'm not even all the swatches in the screen. Boop. Okay. Not a great place to live. My old job was in a drafty old Victorian shop where the upper floors had been abandoned for 50 years, and I have at least 3 confirmed spooky incidents. Dude, I want to live there. Ev is a rare art YouTuber who makes good swatches and actually knows how to draw. I won't name the bad ones except maybe on Discord. Sorry. Except maybe on Discord was not expected. Hypersaturated indigo. Yeah, that's not indigo. That's pretty sure that's Prussian blue, but you know, they tried. But man, it was fun to work there. I mean, abandoned for 50 years. Can I like sort it out? Can I clean it up, please? I might like regret those words, but oh my gosh, I just love digging through old stuff. Oh, this is also a ceramic pan. Hold on. We have a green. On a pan that says burnt sienna. Okay. Oh, whoa. What is that color? I have not a freaking clue. That's really cool looking. I love it. Not burnt sienna though. The Blows Inn in Stratford. I'll try to check that out. Upper floors have since been redone and are rentable. All. The best part is they preserve some cat tracks in the bricks. Oh, what? Nope, I'm a maple savage. Too pale for sap green. Even if it was like a vintage sap green. But yeah, for sure it's not burnt sienna. We can all agree on that. This one is not a ceramic pan, but the color intrigues me. Like, it doesn't look like your regular PR101, does it? Swatch is kind of more red. I have no idea what this is. Except beautiful. It is beautiful. These two go really well together. Hey Charlotte, hi! I have a Davies Grey here. Salut mademoiselle! Oh, Viridian. Let's put a lot of water on it to see if it's the real thing. But it looks like it. That's how I introduced myself in Ireland and the UK. They used to call the immigrant Scots to Canada oatmeal savages. Aw. No, I don't think it is PO48. Go away, ad. I don't care about tulips. The home should not be your stomach. Yep. I can. What? I haven't looked at this not even once. Yeah, it could be a sort of olive green, but it is a bit more vibrant. And it's a bit more muted than sap green, but those are the modern versions. Mystery green! Oh my gosh, be safe, Ellen. I hope you have a good weekend without tornadoes. What the heck? I think I've swatched all the super, like, cool ones. Oddly enough, I don't have any purple whatsoever. You know what this one reminds me of? Quinacridone burnt orange, perhaps? Oh, brown matter is just Perylene red. Well, I mean, now it is. Now it is too orange for that. Venetian red? Not quite. It could be light red. I think it might be light red, which is a bit underwhelming, but it's still a beautiful color. The green, I cannot say. The Davies Gray, I think, looks better in the vintage color than the new one. It's more gray and less green. The dark blue color from earlier looks a lot like their Payne's Gray. That's here. It's this one here. I hope there's... Is there a huge glare on my... Let's get these out. Okay, so... I mean, this brown here kind of looks a bit like Van Dyke brown. Like I said, the Payne's Gray. I have no idea what this brown would be because it doesn't really look like any of the browns I have on here. Same for this greenish one. They don't have raw umber? The Winsor & Newton doesn't have raw umber. Oh no, they do, but it's really yellow. I do not know. See, the yellow could be Aurelin. Here, that's Aurelin. And then the yellow swatch next to it is a bit dirty, a bit muted, but... Mystery! And then these guys. This one kind of looks like what what cochineal looks like. And then the red, it dried really interesting, so maybe it is kind of like a rose doré or something. Making a mess. Take it out of the wrapper so we'd be able to see, but I'm putting paint all over it. Look at this here. Maybe a cadmium red. Yeah. Definitely possible. Okay, well that's it. The universe is telling me that I need to stop because I'm breaking everything and sending paint all over. Oh, this is making me look forward to having the table cleared up so I can do the schminke again later. Yes, please. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun to label and figure out what they all are. Ooh. So yeah, I have still a bit of cleanup to do. I'll probably do it anyway at some point. Like, there's a bunch of pans that have like rust damage on them. Like this one, like it has like this big rusty stain on it that I have to remove. And I have a couple like that. Clean them up a bit, I guess. But I guess that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me as I tried to figure this out very poorly and made overall a big mess of everything. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you had fun too in some way. I'll try to think, perhaps eventually I should make like swatches and scan them and share them. Just purchased an old watercolor set estimated to be 130 years old at least. Pretty cool. It is a box of Compass Supérieur Breveté. What? That's a funky name. I have to figure out how I will set these up. I might like put all the ceramic ones together, all the plastic ones together, and but yeah, I think definitely having some sort of swatch sheet. Perhaps that's something I will ask on Discord too. Like, what kind of visual data you would like to see on a swatch sheet, like a gradation wash, a flat wash, mass tone, you know, that kind of stuff. Like insane close-up or, you know, all that. But we can check out on the Discord for that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I really have to clean this up. And we will see each other in the next one or on the Discord in the meantime. Don't forget to take cake and to give pets to your pets if you have any. And see you all in the next one. Bye bye.